Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Evidently 60% of the population, at least that, still write checks to make purchases, pay their bills, things like that. But as of the 15th of this month, Target is going to stop accepting this old-time form of payment. At first I thought maybe it was because of the number of bad checks that are being written, but that's not their reasoning. Could it be that the bank charges are higher for checks than, say, for debit cards, things like that? If you happen to know, please put your comment down below so I can read it and find it. Find a cause, a relation to why they're doing this. I don't know. It's really odd. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Target will stop accepting personal checks from customers starting on July 15th. The latest retailer to stop taking the increasingly rare form of payment and to try and make checkout less cumbersome for shoppers. Less cumbersome? I don't understand. The company cited extremely low volumes of checks in a statement that they told CNN. The company said its stores will continue to accept other payment methods, including Apple Pay, Snap and debit cards, Buy Now, Pay Later services, Target Circle cards, its own store cards, plus cash, credit, and debit cards. So they're saying low volume of people writing checks at Target, but yet around 61% of Americans are still writing checks, according to a 2024 report on Abrigo, A-B-R-I-G-O, a financial software solution company. They also said that younger customers, including Gen Z and millennials, self-reported writing more checks than older consumers from Gen X. The grocery store Aldi is also waving goodbye to accepting checks. And Amazon-owned Whole Foods also does not take checks as a form of payment. This decision to stop accepting personal checks comes as the latest move in a series of changes to the retail checkout experience. It announced earlier in March that it would limit the number of items accepted at self-checkout counters to 10 and allow store management to set hours of operation for self-checkout machines to try and combat rising retail theft. Yeah, recently at Walmart there was a woman who stole over $8,000 worth of goods. She went through the self-checkout, rang up maybe 4 of the items, and then walked out with her own bag. She brought in her own bags, put the items in it. I guess she didn't realize that they actually do have people there that are watching self-checkouts at Walmart. Yeah, $8,000 worth of goods, and they said that she had several other carts parked in different locations throughout the store so she could come back in and take those too. Target has had declining sales, and they slashed prices on over 5,000 items, including popular household staples, in an effort to draw in inflation-wary customers. Well, Target has always been really expensive. For myself, the only time I go to Target maybe would be at Christmas time, when I'm trying to find hard-to-find gifts for the grandchildren. For a retailer, there is always a certain degree of risk when they accept personal checks. The majority of checks are not certified, and even those that are certified can be fake or deceitful actors. Accepting checks for payment carries a chance that the retailer is giving away the product for free. There is no easy way to quickly verify a sufficient bank balance to cover the checks, so the risk of a bounced check is always present and can carry a serious repercussion for businesses. I think of the smash and grabs that are going on, people just walking out, with, goods. I recently read where a convenience store, I believe it was, over 100 people went into the store and stole probably just about everything that they could. There was over $100,000 in losses at that convenience store. You may have noticed over the last few years that many credit and debit cards come with a small chip. These are EMV chips, and they provide a safe approach to managing EMV transactions. They are the latest evolution in payment card technology and significantly improve over the transition magnetic strip cards people have used for years. Yeah, my card's got that chip in it now. EMV cards are more difficult to duplicate than older magnetic strip base ones. An older magnetic strip card could be easily copied and counterfeited. Cards with the strip do not change the data that they have. However, the data on an EMV card can change with each transaction, making it harder for a person to copy the content. One article I read that says that if retailers do accept personal checks and one were to bounce due to a non-sufficient balance, there are serious setbacks that the business suffers. The first is the charges levied by the bank for non-sufficient funds and can range anywhere from $27 to $35. The retailer may also be flagged for depositing bad checks by his bank or other third-party agency to which the bank report customers' check histories. So if a business gets the reputation of taking bad checks, it would increase their profile of doing so and inhibit their ability to open their own checking account in the future. I did not know that. Even if a check is issued by a trustworthy client, it is still slower processing to get paid compared to alternative methods of payment. Evidently, another problem with accepting checks is that they may be prone to human errors. So I think the next thing would be taking longer than expected to finally have the funds available to the account, or not being able to collect any money at all due to bounced checks, called dampered operations and budgets. Yeah, myself, I think they just want the money right away. I know that utility companies and cable companies, phone companies, they encourage online and automatic payments. Being next to poverty for a lot of people, they don't have the funds in their bank account and make the payments once the funds are available to make the payments, and they call it in or go down and pay their utility bill, cable bill, or whatever. People that are living from paycheck to paycheck, you don't know when some financial emergency comes up. And being prudent, you don't have automatic payments. So 61% of the population still writes checks. And they're saying that 50% of businesses still use paper checks as their primary method of payments. But according to the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, paper checks are predicted to become obsolete by 2026. So that might give you a date of when that digital currency is probably going to become mandatory. Yeah, what about paying cash? I know they want to get rid of cash. I don't like the digital, credit cards, debit cards, things like that. And the coming CBDC, is that what it's called? Because they can tell you what you can buy, what you can't buy, and they know exactly what your shopping habits are. It's none of their business. Too much government. Yeah, the government is just getting way too big. I read today some states, I believe it is, will no longer be providing in hotels the small complimentary, shampoo and soaps and things like that to the hotel. Yeah, so you have to bring your own shampoo and conditioner and whatever else. And that's because they want to go green, forcing everyone to go green. Yeah, so much for freedoms, right? So what are your thoughts about Target being the latest to stop accepting checks on the 15th? Please put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.